The Joe Rogan Experience.
When I was in New York City in like the early 90s, there was a ton of dudes who would just be hanging around pool halls trying to get games and gambling. And they didn't have any jobs.
Yeah.
They slept on park benches. They slept under pool tables.
Damn.
Yeah.
For the love of some fucking billiards.
It wasn't that. It's just like they could kind of barely get by that way, and that was better than a job.
Right.
They would rather get by that way, barely, than, wear a suit, show up at a fucking office.
Well, let me ask you a question. Would you rather be shooting pool or jacking off in front of your camera?
It depends on how much you can make shooting pool. I mean, what kind of money are we talking about?
Bro,
Everybody says, I would never jerk off in front of a camera. You wouldn't jerk off in front of a camera for $89 billion.
Yeah, you would.
You'd be like, oh, wait.
I'll jack
For
off in
how
front of the
long?
camera for $89,000.
Right. You'd be like,
Bro, I'm telling you.
Run it right now, nigga.
I'm telling you, yeah.
well, $89. There's guys who do it for $89. Would you want
There
to
was
watch?
a Reddit thread
What the fuck's wrong
about
with you?
the value of semen for alive U.S. presidents, and Obama's was the most.
What?
He should
I don't
sell
know if it still,
it.
I don't know
He
if it
should
still
get on
exists.
eBay.
Dog, I'm saying.
Imagine if Michelle left Barack and he just started selling his sperm.
I'm saying. He's just slinging cum.
If you were a famous guy, like The Rock, if The Rock wanted to sell his cum, do you know how much he could?
Damn.
Just imagine. I'm not saying you should buy
Hell
it.
no.
I'm not saying you should. I don't support this in any way. But imagine a world. Look, if we can imagine Nazis,
Yeah.
we can imagine a world where The Rock sells his cum.
What's the price of nut, though?
Exactly.
Well,
Also,
it's
it the price of
negotiable.
gold?
He can only do
who's
2 a day.
evaluating? Who's evaluating it, being like, no, this is pretty good.
The
Yeah.
market, same as Sotheby's.
Like, how much-
When they buy a painting.
Uncut gems and cut gems.
Right. Like, how much can I sell an ounce of nut for?
Yeah, man. If you want to see a fucking car auction, or those Barrett Jackson car auctions,
We have a
it's all
1940
about
Dwayne The Rock
demand.
Johnson.
It's all about demand. God. We got one of The Rock's nuts from 2017.
Oh, that's a good year.
Let's go.
That's a good year. That's like, yeah.
Signed The Rock.
Signed.
He signs the fucking test tube. It's like they open the jar. It's all fucking, like dry ice steam. By The Rock's cum. Cryogenically frozen The Rock's cum. That's worth $1 million. So in my
Yeah,
mind,
$1 million more
than a million, bro.
100% it's $1 million
More than
at
a million,
least.
yeah,
We're
more
being
than a million.
conservative
Yeah, yeah,
here, okay? If The Rock can jerk off twice a day, he makes $2 million a day minimum.
Damn. That's a check.
Dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you trying to sell your catalog.
$60 million a month, rather. $60 million a month.
I'm thinking about how
roughly.
many times I jacked off this week. I've been balling.
I've been bowing, literally. Shit.
Can you imagine if The Rock jerked off twice a day and sold it, and he made billions of dollars?
He be the new Elon Musk.
This is what I want to know. Who will take care of all these goddamn kids, though? Who is responsible? Is that nigga,
Who's responsible?
Does he have to give us a percentage of that to child support?
Right.
Oh, that's how they get a nigga.
That's like the lottery, right?
Yeah, that's how they get a nigga. That's how they get it.
Child support bring you your whole worth down? That's crazy. That's
Because
so
you
funny.
technically are the father. Like, just
Right.
because you didn't experience
In some
pleasure,
states, he gonna
that
get
is your
fucked.
child.
Right.
But, like, they would appeal to you on a moral level. Like, that is your child.
Yeah, it's your child. Just like in that one movie, She Hate Me, with
Right.
Anthony Mackie, when he fucked all them hoes, when he was giving his sperm out. You said it? You seen that?
I didn't.
You got to watch that. He was.
Well, then I would make sure my cum is spoiled first. Like, it's got to be dead, and then
Throw hot sauce on it.
spoiled.
Isn't that what Drake did? Didn't he
Pour
throw
some
hot
Drake
sauce
shit.
in his condom?
Yeah, that was like the rumor. I don't know if it's real, but yeah.
Of course it's not real.
Okay.
It's like the Steven Seagal story from Ukraine. Like, just because it's not real doesn't mean it's not funny, and you shouldn't tell it.
Hot sauce on my cum.
So you gonna sell
Yeah.
a bunch of fake dope, fake nut?
Oh yeah, like you
No,
still sell
imagine-
basil and oregano as weed?
No, you can't do
man,
that.
you
You got to
can't
be a
do that.
man.
All right,
You gotta be a man.
You gotta be a man.
You gotta sell your real cum. And as you get older, it's like, it's more precious because you don't have as much.
I'm
It's
pushing
like
through.
diamonds. It's like De Beers. They keep that shit squirreled away for a reason.
Yeah, you get some of that Frank Thomas, some Nugenics, you'll be all right.
Sold my cum on NFT. Shit.
Yeah, cum is only valuable when a woman wants it.
Right.
Right, which is like, how much time do you, like, at what point in time you can keep it?
Auctioning off cum.
Damn,
wild.
that
There's
just
certain people that can do it.
that
Right,
sounds that just,
right. It's
right?
a select few, right.
That
Right.
just sounds bad.
You're in that group, bro.
If a woman could show an NFT of her asshole,
Mm-hmm.
like how many women can make money doing that? There's a lot.
Ugh.
I know it's gross, but it's the same thing as who's buying cum. Like, what are people doing?
What are people doing?
Motherfuckers will buy that shit.
What
They're
are people
distracted.
doing?
They're distracted by all kinds of nonsense.
I mean, that's crazy.
People out there.
Because that would be like one of the greatest heists ever if you could get Barack Obama's cum.
Wow.
But that's what I'm saying.
That
That's what I'm
sounded
saying.
so fucking horrible.
I know,
What you
it
said.
sounds terrible.
It does.
But imagine a world where that wasn't a moral quandary. It wasn't a giant issue.
He's sorry, Michelle.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm
everyone's
not
sorry.
saying it's going to happen. Bill
That's
Clinton
not,
might be
yeah.
like, fuck
this
it.
Is
And look, and you could take a nigga nut. That ain't guarantee your kid gonna be a president. That motherfucker might be a crackhead at a pool hall. You dig what I'm saying?
yes, true, true.
Shit.
Most likely.
Who's else? Obama?
Most likely not going to be a president. Like
must have
most
sold that,
likely,
yeah.
there's no way he could be a president.
Right.
Like what fucking percent? The president is like the number one least likely job you would ever have.
Right, though. Yeah.
It's only one of them.
Yeah.
Like, if you said like there's no guarantee that the only problem is the last name. If he
I was
gets the
gonna say,
last
yeah,
name,
it's Obama.
get the last name. Like Kennedy's. Yeah, that Kennedy last name.
Right.
You know, there was JFK, then there was Bobby Kennedy. You know, how many Bushes we've had?
If I'm shooting my nut out there for money, I want to be anonymous. I don't want to know them motherfuckers. Fuck them kids.
I mean,
Yeah,
there are
but-
sperm
You bought
banks.
it.
I guess they already do this. There are
You
sperm
bought it,
banks.
bitch. You take that motherfucker. You bought the nut. You take what come with it.
You bought it.
You bought this motherfucker.
You broke it, you bought it.
Yeah, that's what I would have to do. I have to sign a motherfucking
NDA?
Yeah, NDA.
NDA. A nut
Yeah.
disclosure agreement, bitch.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's perfect.
Fuck them kids. Your kids,
Fuck them
bitch.
kids.
They can't have a name. Hell no. You
Oh
can
my
buy the
God.
name for a separate fee. You could be a Gibbs. That little motherfucker could be my name.
Bro, imagine if you just jerked off into a cup for a living. Like, that's your move. And you realize, like, listen, I can make $1,000 a load. I don't have to talk to nobody.
Right.
I just have to jerk. Fuck a job. I mean, your jizz is worth at least $1,000.
But I had to take a week or two off because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't going to want to fuck no hoes. You know what I'm saying?
I know. That's going to be a problem.
Post-nut
But
clarity is a motherfucker.
You have to decide how much money you want to make in a week.
Right.
You don't have to fucking do it every day. But if you thought about, like, what if there was an ingredient, if you wanted a child, and there was an ingredient that you can add to an egg that would make a person 100% of the time, how much is that worth?
Damn.
Maybe we could make it synthetic. You don't need real nut.
Bro, that's how the robots take over.
Oh,
That's how the next version of humans with no emotions take over.